like kind of multiverse coming together, all these heroes from different...
It's a super team,
yeah,
right?
It's crazy.
You know, but we don't need to ramble anymore, James. We can get to the action.
What did you say?
Everyone's ready. No more rantalabbing, blabbing. It's Counter-Striking time, guys. It's Mirage, everyone's favorite. Team Nemesis versus Shinigami. Both these teams looking for that first dub.
Nemesis will be defending Shinigami's early aggression as the T side. I love to see a P250 on a pistol round of Mirage. We won't see one for now. That is such an old molly, I've got to say, from the Taz versus Pro days. That flying molly, which is meant to bounce off the wall and go into the window, them to close the distance. Now the Glocks are up close, they'll have plenty in the magazines, although Giuliano and Monkey D. Julie have got something to say about this aggression on the A-bomb site. Instant trade leaving Averona in a 1 versus 3 now. Sand cues will certainly be heard, and Calday will finish off the job. No bomb plant. Solid start there for Nemesis on the CT side.
Yeah, Giuliano starting strong with that double from under Dark. And yeah, she's a player definitely to be keeping an eye on. Mentioned that both her and Rams and the new additions to this squad have hit the ground running, I think, in their respective roles. Giuliano has been playing more in the anchor positions, which is a change up from her more recent teams, but she's been thriving in those positions. Ramsden we'll get to see on the AWP. I think this will be a favorable matchup for her. Giuliano played a lot of short B on her last team, but I don't know if she'll be doing that. In fact, if she's going to be playing where she is right now, then that's very exciting if she's going to be playing Connector.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out when the full buys are in and Ramsden's got the AWP. She enjoyed the luxury of perfect armor at the end of the pistol round, which means full armor for 350, just buying the helmet, which often means you get that M4 immediately. Always a nice bonus for a CT side. And yeah, I think Ramsden's probably expecting to get smoked off in the window. So we'll see how she moves around with the AWP on Mirage. Won't read too much into it just yet. But there's been limited success for Shinigami. Not a false buy from them. Just trying to keep the CT spending, so we'll see if there's any more to be had here. Beyond just the one frag onto Monkey D. Julie.
Yeah, I wonder, I mean, I don't think we've seen Mirage too much yet from this team, so not sure how the roles are playing out, but I'm very curious that it looks like Rachel's playing B anchor, Kaude is short. That could have just been weaponry related. Giuliano might end up having to move about. Julie was always over, I think, on the A side as the anchor there. Okay, yeah. So Giuliano now does run to B. But it's for short. She played on her previous team.
Love the aggressive start here from Nemesis. Julie creeping by the boxes, but she'll be found. Now there could be more trouble here for Nemesis with the positions of Shinigami. I was wondering if they might wrap down the bottom, but they will fall back towards the B apartments. No lurkers towards A at present for Shinigami. Rachel will be looking to hold on to her smoke to allow rotation should it be required. It's proving difficult to get information in that mid position now. Those nades are always good. But can Nemesis identify the play here from Shinigami?
Giuliano's done for here, surely. Such low HP. The swing comes through from Averona. It's on to Rachel, playing back from Van. Misses the first chance, then almost punished from the apartments for that kill. MB1W, what a tricky name to say. She'll scale out, and with Averona, who gets her double. That'll be the site taken, 1 HP remaining, but no problem. Ramsden doesn't get a chance to get involved in this round. A lot of damage inflicted, but unfortunately, the kill's just not found.
Yeah, they had a promising setup in that mid position. Julie by the top boxes, but you can see the X there. Wasn't able to get anything from that. And then it became awkward as they tried to keep eyes on that mid area. Numbers game coming through in a short position. 4 looking to survive if they can get far away enough. Ooh. This is awkward for both teams now. Ramsin should be okay though. They will not pursue. But this puts them in this puts Nemesis in an awkward position as far as their money is concerned. And this is where, depending on how things go, we might not see an AWP for a while for Nemesis. They'll buy again. You see the M4s and the MP9s come through. They'll have plenty of utility though. We'll see if they can turn things around here. But for Shinigami, they've got an opportunity to break that CT economy very early on Mirage.
A lot of emphasis on mid early. Nemesis got punished on their aggression last round, so they're going to concede some control. Comes in some counter utility. Snake could be pretty good. Actually exposes Turbo Girl for a second, but not enough to actually give an opportunity. I'm going to post her up here and reroute. This looks like it's leaning towards an A finish. Palace player started there, and now you've got this late lurk through Con. Your Nemesis are in the dark, but they do have players leaning to this bomb site.
Calday's looking to rotate over as well, which would be 4 people ready to defend this A bomb site. Julie's quite static, catches the bomb. That's great information for the rest of the squad. That will buy time. Turbo could get dropped here. Indeed, she will. There's the lurker gone. So there are great numbers here for Nemesis to shut down this push. As I say that, they'll suddenly it's a 2-on-2. MB1W and Averona have been able to tie the score. That's a great peek from Ramsin, though. Now we'll see if Rachel and Ramsin can work together. Rachel will have range. Oh, no, she won't. She's just got the upgrade to an AK. I was going to say she'd have some range issues, but she's certainly changed that. So MB will be in the clutch now. Forced into the open, though, surely by that molly. Can she find the 1 versus 1? Oh, the nade as well, not helping. Great timing from Nemesis, and they will retake the A bomb site with 2 surviving and tie the score.
Yeah, everyone getting a kill. Like Team Nemesis were pretty aware of the situation, having the players present, not stressing about that early mid control. Julie does her job here in the 1-for-1, and Cowday getting that kill, I think, really opens this round up, just allows Team Nemesis to focus forward, even though Averona and MB get a couple of nice kills. It's just too many bodies here. They'd already rotated so quickly.
I wonder if there is a tell in that round for Nemesis to have the confidence to put 4 people over towards that bomb site. Looks like it might be a faster one, at least towards short from Shinigami. Cowday will deny, however, and reposition. Not going to outstay her welcome. Oh, Turbo just hunting to find something for the squad. That's one way to turn things around. Suddenly, there were 3 forcing the action. Very fast round from start to finish for Shinigami. Now you have to ask Nemesis, how many people are they willing to lose beyond this point?
That was clean entries. They don't have a lot of money. I wouldn't hate if they just left, especially that smoke now landing in window and the other one still up at door. You don't really have a way into this at all. They're going to call it off. Simple short scale and some very clean shots from Turbo Girl. Sets that round up successfully. And it's textbook short take, and I think that comes from the previous couple of rounds where they've been testing middle. Hasn't felt like Team Nemesis has been putting a lot of control there. They've been kind of respecting the smokes, both in towards connector and towards windows. So, you know, no breaks on those, no attempts to really clear. So they're just like, all right, well, we will take this space. We will continue to scale, and we'll see what we can find. And they find themselves 2 opening kills and a second round.
In the South American region, we often see some really strong resurgences from the CTs in mid. They'll let the Ts take control, slow things down, false sense of security, and then pop flashes come through and they get annihilated. So I do wonder if the pace will change mid-round from the CTs later on. But once again, Nemesis will be able to buy. And indeed, that economy is playing out as it often does in scenarios like this. 6 rounds in and no AWP for either squad. But of course, the focus will be more on the CTs in that respect. Just how it goes sometimes. Shinigami changing the pace once again. They've had plenty of bodies in mid, round after round. Perhaps trying to stay one step ahead of the CTs. Different approach at the beginning of round 6.
Not quite the window smoke they were looking for. It's a little bit awkward. She gives the CTs a lot of room to move, so they have to wait for that to fade. And it's going to be similar to the round we saw a few prior. Reverting back towards A, but Nemesis on the information. Giuliano, yeah, holding for that. Not sure if she spotted something in the shadows. She was very aware. And now you've still got Julie here as well, so a double layering towards Palace as these players crawl up from the ramp. Julie just holding forward, ready for the first. The timing's not great for her on this drop back, but now they know the flashbang called for, and it is perfect for the swing. Julie doubles down. Giuliano not even needed. Averona will get hers. Matori, she'll fall to Caude in mid again. She's been thorough, but Averona hyped her up as to what she is capable of. Time dwindling, bomb to be planted. Ace clutch on the horizon. Nade brings her down incredibly low. Caude and Rachel grouping together. Verona needs some sharp shots here. First player spotted, not the information on the second. Worried about CT, that's not the threat. It's running at you and she can't find the shots. Rachel swings at the USP and denies the clutch.
She was here raging on the camera there, really frustrated with that one. Such a narrow situation. Giuliano definitely saw the reposition there, but I feel like the window for Giuliano to spot was so tight there. Oh, maybe she didn't. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But again, I think that was such a big swing position for both squads. Allowed the CTs to position. They had some time as well to get some more bodies over there. Great flashes coming through to swing on Tetris. An avalanche after that situation in the Palace. And Nemesis, all for naught, will be at a 4-2 scoreline with 2 AKs on the CT side. Always good when you're dueling. Are they going to take control now? Giuliano certainly will as far as Connector is concerned. Not shy to keep having a look towards this mid position, but Julie will be lost. Giuliano holding down multiple jobs now. Palace and ramp. Heading towards that minute mark. Still a lurker towards A, but the bomb's headed elsewhere.
And it's an open bomb site right now. Rachel just sits in short, so there is space here. Caude has pushed forward top middle, so it's going to be an interesting situation on the timing here, but I think she'll have the better on MB1. Yeah, catches her on the look back, and now Rachel gets the info. Vocal on the cams as she tucks in, waits for her teammates to arrive. And coming through the apartments, rotate from Ramzone, coming in, and Rachel, great shot onto bench. Bomb still not down either. And now the rest of the team starts to move forward. Averona caught off by Rachel and Akianora. In the clutch, they're on low HP, a couple of these players, so there is a reality where she can make this work. First one goes her way. She knows exactly where these final 2 are, so yeah, she has the time to run. She can just about get there in time. The difficulty is going to be Giuliano already arrives at the scene. Can she even get across with the bomb? Oh my God, she's going all the way to default. Just about gets it down, but surely Giuliano will be on top of her. Not quite.
Oh,
and through the shadows, Akianora hits the headshot. And Caude, the dunk from afar. Another ace clutch denied. Team Nemesis again come through.
Come on, get the swords out. I want to see the jewels. Oh my God, my heart is racing. These women are taking years off my life with these clutches. Oh dear. That was crazy. I mean, so much happened at the end of that round, but we still have to credit Rachel was in such an awkward position having to buy time for her team to rotate. She did that really well. All about staying alive there. But my word, just when you thought it was safe to close out the round, Akianora with a heroic effort. Oh, when this frag came in, I was like, are we going all the way? But the dreams were crushed. Oh, Ramsden's got the AWP, and people are getting punctured immediately. That's what you want to see as far as Ramsden's concerned. And they will pick a different route immediately. Well, needs to recalibrate after the end of that round.
You know, if she had a HE instead of a flash, she would have won that round as well. That's the sad part. HE was on the other foot. Taps from Giuliano. This is a 5:30, few pistols invested. Economic damage would be nice, but it's just the one casualty. So a bit of a breather for Team Nemesis after they've had to really slog their way to the 6th round lead. 4-round lead, but 6 rounds. Now they've got the AWP, they've got extra money for everyone, and T-side's a little wanting some mutual missing, a Galil, a scout for Turbo Gal. No
What's great on the Nemesis side is that it's quite clear that Ramsden's just got the space to say, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, and the team will change around that. From B, she had the A spawn, now she's in connector, and that's exactly what you want to see. For the whole team as well. That's how you want your setup to be. You need your sniper to have the freedoms, and looks like she certainly does, which is great. Now the question is, how do Shinigami deal with this threat, which has already been announced at the beginning of the last round? How they're getting dropped on the short, though, is a big frag. That makes things really awkward. That's a big hole in the defenses now, which draws Rachel closer. Distraction being run by Giuliano in connector, but they've seen Rachel as well. You can see how concerned she is with apartments also. So with no real control of mid and only 4 players, can they find a way back into this round? Do they take a risk somewhere? Shinigami are set up quite well if they were to go for something, but they look to be bunching together now.
Good timing from Giuliano to catch Akionora, and the boost up left side. I think shoulder might have been spotted. There were some shots flying out, and Ramsden gets run down. Are you ready for Rachel? She'll tuck behind a smoke. Not sure about what happened there. Maybe the scroll wheel or what, but she goes up, she goes down, and Giuliano arrives. Bomb denied. Where is this second player? She's wondering. Look at the minimap. MB1W in the back lines, 20 seconds. She could end it all here, but the timing is horrendous. Looks to the window, but through the door, Julie slams it shut.
So narrow. The second you look away, not even the peak, she's just dead immediately. Swings her mouse to the right and she's gone. Really narrow. That was an awkward scenario for Ramsden. I think she had 10 HP on that peak, so she can't even take a bullet and then drop a frag. She just needs to get out of there. She doesn't have the space really to go for the full peak. But she'll have the AWP once again in round 10. A 5-round lead now for Nemesis. We've had some tough challenges from Shinigami in this half. So far, so good, but this might be another one with the Tech-9s roaring all over the A-bomb site. Flanks coming through, but Monkey gets 2. She'll get traded eventually. They've cut the numbers down, though, although they're starting to drop as well. Turbo in the clutch now. 1 versus 3 made 2. She knows where Ramsden is. Might not be sure about Giuliano. They've got great positions for a double peak. They've got the patience. They've also got the bomb to their left. Nicely done. Big headshot from Ramsden. 8th round in the bag. Turbo's got the spawn with the AWP. Heading over towards A, but no one's going to be crossing. Were you muted?
Yeah, my bad.
Welcome back.
This time we've seen Turbo go on the AWP, and she'll see a little bit of something and find a head from it. It's a nice opener. Ramsden sits in the con. Flames are going to keep her at bay. Enough space to get this bomb down. An open plant. Akionora is working her way through mid on her lurk. Ramsden needs to be careful. This backstab could just catch her off guard. It's a heavy CT setup. There's plenty of smoke, so this retake's certainly doable, especially with all of this utility to start scaling. Akianora gets no-scope by Ramzin, and that's given them the way in. She is not slowing down. Ramzin has been undeniable, and with her teammates coming through, it is an easy retake.
That's exactly the trajectory you want to see from Ramzin. Lovely stuff, great util as well. That molly on Tetris is always a good one on a retake. And just running around like Megatron with a cannon there. Nice frag from Turbo as well. But it is the lion's share of the round on the other side here. Style points for Ramzin as well. It's what you want to see. It's what you expect. It's what she's delivering. 10 frags for her. Juliana with 12, though, has been very important as well.
Opening kill, but quickly that advantage is lost and then some. Aude swinging in for some more. It's pure confidence gaming from Team Nemesis right now. Nade and bullets don't quite do the job. This is put into a 2-on-2, and with a minute 20 on the clock, there is a lot of time for Averona and B to work with. Rachel and Ramzin going to group up in towards middle. Out through Palace. Be the right play to make at the moment. Ramson's holding the short line, so if they try and cross towards triple, they will be in trouble. They have a free plant if they want it. There's that cross. Shot misses the mark there, and that's information for Ramzin. Bomb goes down. Rachel starts to move through. She'll be coming in from Palace. Ramzin might just try and hold, make sure that no one crosses back. CT control taken. Flashbang picked up as well. Multiple flashbangs, a whole cache of utility. Even a Tech 9, Averona wants the whole collection. CT's hidden spoils being stolen back, but here's the utility. Smoke, that one's not actually on the bomb because it's planted out in the open, but Rachel finds an open head, and Averona has the line. Good spray on to Ramzin. Rachel needs this kill, and she needs it fast. There's no time. Over the top comes Averona, and a third round for Shinigami at the very end.
Once we start, you know we're never gonna stop. We're winning every time. Pushing every day and night. We don't do compromise. We touch down every time. We touch down every time. This is our time to get up with the fever. This is our turn to see. Gonna put you down, anybody in the league.
We return with an all-important pistol, especially for Shinigami. They move to the CT side with 3 of 12 rounds, excuse me. So there is high urgency for a successful defense as far as they are concerned. Numbers heading towards the speed bomb site. The split is on for Nemesis. The split looks off for Nemesis with these headshots coming in from Shinigami. Only 2 remain now. And they are split up and low. Julie's dropped MB1 though. 2 on 3 for Nemesis, but there are too many women with too many angles, leaving Julie with 3 HP and a dream.
Yeah, as many targets to find as she has hit points. And already they are stalking her. Very unlikely that she'll catch off Matori towards top middle. No, will not go her way. So a nice pistol round for Shinigami can start off their CT side well. Highlighted in the pre-game that a big struggle this season from Team Nemesis has been their T-side success. Newt did some stat digging. They were the second best team on the T side when it came to season 7, so last season, 58.7% win rate, whereas here in season 8, it's 39.3%, which is the second lowest. So it's a big change of fortunes, but a small sample size and plenty of time to redeem themselves. A fun stack, but stacks have not been working out well so far this week.
Have you ever done the Towers of Hanoi challenge?
I don't know what that is.
I guess they've got different names now, but you've got like 3 towers and you have to move all the discs from one tower to the other tower without
what is
a
this?
larger disc being above a smaller disc. It was like a maths thing in school.
What's
and
a
you know
disc in this context?
Like a pineapple ring.
Okay.
I mean, that's a disc.
I think I need a visualization of this to understand it.
I'll WhatsApp you later.
Send me the homework later.
AKs are out for Nemesis. They are expectant towards top mid. Is anyone playing anti-flash though? Because utility is on the way. I like the combo with the HE. Nothing doing yet, but Shinigami are showing intentions. And in this round, at least, they have set the pace for the T's of Nemesis.
A very different approach to middle from Shinigami on the CT side, wanting to put the aggression on early. Now looking for answers elsewhere. Boost up with the MP9 silently. After this initial salvo, a smoke has gone missing. That's certainly not an intended destination. It's fine, they'll plug the gaps. Consmoke's got a massive gap over the top of it, but they're going to scale through. Ladder is a threat. Matori strikes for 2. And then in the apartments, another fat kill found. And then Turbo Girl gets the open line because of that smoke. So that one, unfortunately, dissipates rather quickly.
Traffic jam on short there. Taken advantage of by Turbo Girl. So a successful start to the CT side for Shinigami. Closing the gap very quickly indeed. 3 rounds now. Loss bonus is rising quickly for Nemesis. Pistols for this one with a lot of util also. They've got the tools with which to close the distance. All right. Smoke down by MB1W. But Julie's... Oh, never mind. Before I could finish the sentence, she's a goner. But we've got some T's on the site. Is there an opportunity to plant this bomb, however? Matori's just gone straight through looking to stop the bomb plant. And now they might lose the round. They've lost position entirely. Again, that util being used very well by Nemesis.
First 2 kills there, so good for the CTs, but in the back lines, chaos being created, weapons recovered. Giuliano, aware of that potential push, might have spoiled the whole round. Will get hamstrung by one, but Ramson then swings in for hers, and Averona needs to find two. Could be a kit that she can pick up, but finding these two frags is going to be difficult because even if she got the first, the swing would have come. So Tech9s gets the first T round for Team Nemesis, and that's with them not finding the clean entry, but in the chaos, catching players off guard.
Bonus round for them. Now, Shinigami have got the money to weather the storm of that round, but they can't have a repeat of that. There's a lot of opportunity on the table in this round for Nemesis. AWP for both sides. We'll see Turbo again with the big green gun. Roaming around the A bomb site for now. There's a lot of attention there as far as the T's are concerned. Generally speaking, if two T's are over towards A at the beginning of the round, it speaks to their intentions. They'll start with 4, or maybe 5 if you include Giuliano. So close to connector already. Put in a very good position to win. And she'll be the one to start things off then, drawing attention away. There are some really big problems here for Shinigami.
Ramson is one of them. Good kill to Averona, trying to get tricky with it. And Giuliano has full control and full attention of two players. Fully eats the flashbang though. So that doesn't work out for her, but Rachel steps in and Rachel steps down on the throats of two. Akianora peeks straight into Ramson's scope, and that is 11. That's the money broke, and that is Team Nemesis about to run away with their opponent's map pick.
With 3 players remaining, Shinigami found themselves in a very difficult scenario. I don't know if Giuliano has seen a play like that. I mean, sometimes you need to eat the flashbang because you might expect someone to peek before it. But either way, it causes Shinigami to lose everything at a critical time. That capitulation with the pistols has really cost them here. The road to recovery is looking quite dire at this juncture for Shinigami. Turbo has left the building. Is Lucy muted? I wonder.
No, I was just thinking about the different players, thinking about who we wanted to talk about after this.
Well, you do that. You do that, Lucy.
Yeah. Well, no,
I've got something to say. No, you can carry on.
Well, I can also update you on our other game, which is Flame Sharks vs. AKA Hero KO. AKA Hero KO, in a must-win situation, have not taken the first map. That was a 13-4 victory for Flame Sharks on Dust 2, their map pick. Flame Sharks is definitely a team that I think could catch people off guard. That's Fatal, Elizabeth, Reunited, and with a couple of new players, MJ and Navoli, who are players that we hadn't really seen in the ESL Impact circuit before, and Ayaka, who has been around in a couple of outfits, similar to Shinigami, really.
Great to see Elizabeth doing well. I was
doing great.
Yeah, I was very much a fan of her. She always had the craziest AWP frags. She's always wallbanging people. It was almost by default. It's Victoria. Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But both queens. And both the same team.
It's been too long. So Shinigami have been able to muster a buy here with the 3 MP9s. Gymnastics hopefully not required.
You're in the wrong spot with MP9s, I'll be real with you. You would have loved some players closer to site because now you're in a position where you kind of have to go for this retake. I mean, you fully invested in. You got to do 6 in a row if you try and save these weapons. Not a kit in play. This is a very concerning position and they might just call it off. I don't think they've got a way into this. So this is a rare 5-on-5 save with full buys. But it's the only choice.
Yeah, I was wondering because again, with the scoreline as it is, it's a very difficult choice to make to do this. It's the right choice, but it's very, very hard to make that choice. But again, Averona's got literal 0 in the bank. Same for Aki and Ara. So You know, it sucks sometimes, but it is what it is, as they say. Just keep it moving.
Well, it's going to have to be 6 in a row. That's about all the excitement from that round is the bomb going
that.
off.
That's a great replay.
No kills. What else are you going to show? The util was good in the exec, so that's fun.
Well then, last chance saloon for Shinigami. Is this the run, as they say? Plenty of util for them. Oof. T's being careful. They gave Shinigami the rope, and B1 took it. Now, risks have to be taken. Matori looks to be clearing B apartments. So we'll see if Aki and Ara can start rotating over towards A, because they will definitely need the range of that M4.
Varun is in the right position to take fights. It's going to be a very tricky position. Turbo Girl gives up her life. It's only Averona against the entirety of Team Nemesis should they start to make moves. She slides into where her teammate just was. This might give her an advantage, but Julie sees the barrel. Averona still overwhelms her, but the damage is done. She's going to have a tough time surviving, and she'll get run down by Giuliano. Akinora steps in, but she's been spotted and will be overwhelmed. Matori's flank timing would have been great if her teammates have been able to find much, but unfortunately for her, there is nothing doing. And Team Nemesis take their opponent's map pick Mirage. It's a pretty decisive victory.
Yeah, that felt strong for Team Nemesis. It definitely felt like they were the better team on that map, and the way they broke them,
identity of players like Rachel, her whole career, and I think that Giuliano, Ramson feel very comfortable on this map. But I do think Shinigami have some very solid pieces. Averona was always a star on this map for DMS, so definitely a chance for them to bounce back, but it will be a difficult one. Team Nemesis looking to pick up their first win of the season. Would love to do it in 2-0 fashion.
Shinigami, on the other hand, have got statements to make. Seen some sparks of brilliance from these players. Maybe we'll see more as we go through Ancient. A difficult start, though. Charging down mid, but not with the result they wanted. Although the rotation will be quick when it eventually comes in. Looks like the CTs will be playing retake then, as position has been compromised, as has the B-bomb site. Promising start for Nemesis. Ramson's got 2 flashes as well, so they're going to post up for some really nasty work. Turbo showing presence round the back. The rest of them will be coming in from that CT position.
They have a kit, so they are able to spend this time, but they have to get past so many bodies. That's a good start. Averona finding 1, and that critical kill comes through. But with 4 HP, this needs to be an instant headshot, and it is, but it's from the other direction. Giuliano takes 2. Rachel starting with a bang with a triple, and Team Nemesis, another pistol round, goes their way.
They'll certainly be happy with that. Keeping the wheels turning after a solid game of Mirage, I think, from their perspective. I think they'll be quite happy with how that one played out. I do enjoy a good game of Ancient. Now, we saw some crazy Desert Eagle action yesterday from many a player, many a team. Just the one in the hands of Turbo for this round. We'll see if she gets anything out of it. But it's a very light buy here for Shinigami.
Myself Angle gets the headshot, but Rachel deals with the P250. Nora wants to try and get this kill. Rachel's such low HP and will be dealt with. Still second player here though, and Giuliano not anticipated strikes with precision for 3. It's her donut. She will be eating it in peace. Shinigami will be in pieces.
All right, if you were to eat a donut.
If I were, as if I would have never eaten donut before.
I mean, like if you were to be presented with a donut and you had a choice of which donut, where are you? What's your donut looking like?
Which, that's interesting. I like ones that have got like, you know, when they do like the Oreo ones with like cookies and cream kind of filling. They're really yummy. I like, you know, a traditional Simpsons style donut just appeals to me just because it's pretty as well. I think aesthetics is actually kind of important in a donut.
Hundreds and thousands for me. Thanks for asking, Lucy.
Well, the action's starting.
Well, I mean, you're making excuses now. Both teams have SMGs. And on a map like Ancient, especially towards B, there's also swinging with those SMGs that can be done. MB1's in a good spot in that regard. Giuliano looks to drop a HE. She'll have to be careful though. She'll win that duel. Winning many duels is Giuliano recently. Monkey trying to punish the reload, but there's more than one CT round the back. Bomb needs to get planted. It will be 4-on-4. See if the CTs can bring this one back. All the utilities come and gone for Shinigami. It'll be a 10-second defuse most likely for them as well. So they've got to get off to the races here and find the remainder of these players. Ramzin on the pillar, dancing, trying to stay alive. Flashes coming through from Giuliano. 2-on-2 now, and that bomb continues to tick. Giuliano holding, staying alive, and getting the last one as well. A 3K from Giuliano. 9-for-0 with only 3 rounds on the board.
Yeah, she's farming out. That one actually was really uncomfortable for Team Nemesis. Their post-plant positioning was really poor. They really wanted that space from Julie, and when she goes down, there's just one player, Ramsden, who's stuck at default, another that's kind of stuck holding short, but then she gets flushed out. You've got Giuliano stuck in cave with another player. It's really tricky, but they fight their way out. Ramsden playing critical in that, and the flashbangs from Giuliano setting her up as well so that they get out of that uncomfortable position. Nice attempt from Shinigami. How many kills do you think Giuliano will get before she goes down?
13. What
The
about to say
answer
was
is
9?
no more. I ruined it. That's on me for asking the question. And now this round is actually gotten out of hand. This was pistols, and now it's just Julie, and she has 2 HP.
She has 2 HP. However, she also has 1 minute on the clock. Pros and cons here. Look on the bright side for Julie. There's, I don't know if you're expecting a 1v1 here in a round such as this. There's an opportunity for both CTs to pick up a rifle. Of course, they're prioritizing moving together. But there's plenty of weaponry down there. Smoke will pop, and that's all the information they need. MB1 will be off to the races. Not going to go and retrieve a weapon. So MB1 and Averona making their way towards the A-bomb site. They both have Kevlar. So they may be able to absorb a bullet or two. Monkey, though, has 2 HP and 2 CTs to find. You can hear the sound cues. Can't be expecting a defuse kit in this scenario. So she's buying time, trying to run distraction, but at some point she's got to make a move here. Trying to go for the pre-fire. There's only so much she could do, though, with 2 HP, and it will be an unlikely first round for Shinigami.
Yeah, it's a small thing. I mean, she has 2 HP. Can't be too critical, but I think the flash, you can kind of get it because she didn't want to face, but I think on some level you do have to take the risk to just take that one without any sort of sound cue so that you can peek after that 10 seconds. But yeah, always a tricky position, and not a round that should have got to that point. The deep smoke on doors separated the T's. Giuliano gets caught out by the push from heaven then, and there's just, no support for her. They all just get decimated in this choke point. And that's had a pretty rough run on their money. So if they lose this reinvest, they've given Shinigami away into this map.
Yeah, I guess the flash removed the element of chance. Possibility of her being at a different angle. of what few were available. Either way, both teams will have to buy for this round. Love that Molly HE combo. Trying to rush towards cave is expensive as far as HP is concerned. And Shinigami have been very proactive in this mid position. They want to get up and help this B bomb site early. And Monkey's going to get caught with a nade in her hand. Almost a two-person swing there from Shinigami. Meanwhile, they're into the B bomb site. Bomb's planted. But there's good positions here for the CTs. Rachel lurking, but not for long. She'll be dealt with. And there's a lot of fragging happening on the bomb sites also, leaving Juliana and Ramzin in a 2-on-4. Made a 2-on-2 very quickly indeed, though. Maybe the right two for the job. But now it's Ramzin versus the world. Trying to do what she can. MB1 trying to get on that bomb. She's off now, leaving Averona in a 1v1. She's got a kit. Does she have a way to defuse this bomb though? 6 bullets in the magazine for Ramzin, running low. Unable to get it done in the end. And there might just be time for Shinigami to secure this. Indeed, there will be.
Another frustrating round for Team Nemesis, where it's just down to the wire, isn't it? Giuliano doing her best with Ramzin to find a way back into that round. Gave it a good shot too, but Ramzin, that was always going to be a very tricky clutch as the bullets start to run dry. Averona only needs to hit that one. And that's the reset. That's that moment that Shinigami have been almost gifted off the back of Team Nemesis losing to the half bite. They'll be able to tie it up 3 apiece. So these pistols can do something drastic, but seems unlikely. Also have the CT side AWP out. TurboGuard didn't really get to use that too much on the first map. CT side didn't really get to play out. Saw her have great effect at the end of the T half with it. Might get a chance to fire off some shots in this round because players are moving towards her position. She lurks in the shadows. Okay. Maybe out of timing there, but Akinora takes her teammate. She's revealed, and then the AWP strikes through. They've scaled in towards Red Room. They can overwhelm Atori and maybe get a rifle. But further reinforcements arrive. Averona slides back, sprays through, and there are kills coming. If this kill can come in, maybe there's a chance for a bomb plant, but MB1 will not let it happen. Only a couple of casualties.
Which is above the success rate there for Shinigami. Good pre-fire at the end of the M4 as well. Limiting what Giuliano could do in a dire situation. Landscape a lot less arid now for Nemesis as the AKs come out once again. Plenty of util also. I wonder what their approach will be in mid for this round, as Shinigami have been enjoying a relative lack of challenge at the beginning, and maybe you can see why. That is a hell of a combo. The airstrike in that mid position, as well as the smoke and molly. I'm loving this map control, but now we've got problems for Shinigami in this mid area. Nemesis have found a way to fight early. And this will be new territory for Shinigami to find success. And there's a stronger challenge from Nemesis in mid.
Rachel parked up in these boxes. She's in a good position to deal with this push. I feel like she's guaranteed for one, but Akinora will have the angle advantage. But Rachel gets a back turned, and the trade does come. Disengaged, still very passive hold over on B. Nemesis not committed to a decision.
If Akinora gets the donut, I do wonder. Well, I was going to wonder if Turbo might rotate towards B, but it seems they're going to take a gamble and play retake as far as the B bomb site's concerned. Having only 3 players will spread them very thin indeed. There'll be utility heading over towards that B bomb site now. So what will the decision be? Oh, hold on a second. This is a big read from Team Nemesis. You know what that smoke means. That is wonderful. Talk about an outmaneuver. Turbo's got an angle though, and she's got a frag just as the bomb is planted. Suddenly a 3 versus 2. Perhaps it'll work out in Shinigami's favor after all.
That was a low HP player. Ramsden expecting a lurk through mid, but Akinora avoids her, just being patient, waiting for a timing to come back in. It looks really menacing on that minimap. Each time Ramsden looks away, Akinora starts to step closer, but a sound cue comes. Doesn't matter, the wide swing is better. Giuliano in a tricky clutch. They're coming at her from every angle, and it's Akinora to close it out. So nice maneuvering in the mid round. Pulling a fast one to get the bomb down, but it's not enough to find the round.
Nowadays having a rough day at the office here on Ancient. 0 for 6 with 7 rounds done and dusted. But again, a stronger challenge in this mid position. We can see the urgency from the CT side. And of course, there's always urgency in mid for a CT side, but they are very fixated with control here and basically shutting down much of the map for Nemesis, which allows them limited options to maneuver. We've got, of course, the standard mollies and HEs up the ramp towards cave over B, but also a lot of util being dumped in that mid position to really secure the area. It will be very punishing to try and make a fast play through all of that, which is also allowing the CTs, of course, to essentially split towards and a very aggressive defense of B through cave and mid. That said, it's been good for half the rounds. But of course, Nemesis will know this as well. Question is, how do they break it? There's a number of ways to do that. One might be a more prompt effort towards A, as the CTs are using their bodies to clear and control the area around B. Much to consider as we have a tech pause.
Update you on our community stream game. That's AK Hero KO versus Flame Sharks. Flame Sharks won map 1 pretty convincingly. Map 2, 7-0 up the Flame Sharks as well. So they're looking very solid. That's Train. AK Hero KO's map pick. I think what's really interesting about that Flame Sharks team is Fatal is AWPing on it. But she's been doing pretty good. So can't really critique. New role for her. Quite a few new AWPers actually this season from players that weren't AWPing previously. It's fun to see different folk try different roles.
Very tidy back there.
We always like to play this game when we try, you can kind of gauge when we go through the different players, like who streams and who doesn't.
Here we go.
That's the streamer setup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No ring light on, obviously, because it's, gets in your eyes when you're trying to game.
I'm just loving the
Not a
decor here.
streamer?
I'm loving the
I don't
decor, though.
think.
Classic.
Yeah?
I like classic. Classic is good. Very much a fan of the classic decor. This is the one.
There's some more.
This is top one. Top one decor. I think the previous one is a close second, but this is fantastic. We've got a nice framed picture just off camera as well. Beautiful stuff.
What do you think it's a picture of?
I think it is a picture of a woman of some description.
Okay.
Maybe religious related. I don't know.
That's it.
I'm thinking, is it a pet?
I gave you the floor. I think you're taking that question very seriously, I think. You could have said something.
I'm always serious, Lucy.
Yeah.
Tech Nines will rear their ugly head once again. Once more with util. And we've seen that Nemesis are capable in a round such as this. Not everybody is. But Nemesis certainly are. Molly's into the site, closing the distance. MB1 could be in some trouble. That is a very big swing. Only one AK collected. And there will be large concerns now for Shinigami. They have a little util to try and find a way into this site, but it only means more losses for the time being. It'd be a nightmare to have a repeat of the previous map when he lost a round such as this. But with only 3 players remaining, how much more do they throw at this problem? They do have some money in the back. I'm sure they'll wait for these smokes to go. They really can't afford to lose any more than this.
Not being given any chances either. Shots fired off, but nothing connecting. Averona, she might have a chance here. Ramsden's playing close quarters, and the wide swing comes out. Akianora gets one, and they are giving this a good look in, but they're all falling. Rachel, brilliant round from her, unscathed. So I get the opening kill with the Tech 9. That's a classic Rachel kill. She does not stop moving when she goes for those sort of plays. Tech 9 in hand, rifle in hand, doesn't matter. She is fast on her feet. Off that entry, you can see her just continuing to push the issue. A nice double to close as well. Ooh, clean shots from Rachel. Great to see her back in form here on Ancient, and the flashbangs will set her up for further kills. Almost takes out her teammate. Matori chimes in for 2, but frags elsewhere. Turbo will equalize. Lee and Ramsden in the 2-on-2.
With 1:30 on the clock. I told you they were fraggy maps. That's exactly what I meant. Prompt violence, and it continues. Averona's in a good position, though. Will they expect one on each site? Monkey will have a look. And now we've got the 1v1. Next to no damage from that nade. Does Ramsden commit now? Averona trying to bait. Heading towards a reload scenario. She's got 13 rounds. That should be enough. Does Ramsden go shotgun mode now? Oh, she does, but the flying MP9, still good at point blank range, will give a important 5th round to Shinigami.
That's such a stressful position when you got the AWP, right? Because you know this MP9 just trying to tease you, trying to bait your shot, trying to get up in your face and do exactly what Averona did just then. She got fired up as well after that. That's great to see. Bit of energy the other way. Some very back and forth rounds, each team taking one with the lesser weapons. Don't envy any AWPer in that sort of spot. Another fight in towards mid. Break on the smoke. Rachel gets that, and she just sees Matori before the smoke peers in her face.
It's a superb start to this round for Nemesis. Very early 5-on-4. Very compromising for Shinigami, and it only gets worse. Their last player on B lost. 3-on-5. At what point do you cut the losses? No bomb plant just yet. But there is time for the T's to wait. And with their rotation over towards A on a previous round, the CTs might wonder. Averona almost of an angle. She will drop Giuliano, though. Now they've made this doable. 2-on-3. But Turbo walks straight into the waiting arms of Ramsden, which will make it really hard for Akianara now. She has a kit, but she's got to find these frags.
Still smoke up, so that's actually causing some problems here. They're just going to burst through it. That one's simple enough, but that was just the bait. Kaude looking for that impact early. She will find it. A slow start for her, but an important round to get over the line because that ties them up 5-5. Look at the money for Shinigami. That round might just spur Team Nemesis into a 7-5 half. Because you've got to force into this, and there's going to be pistols on a lot of players.
A noble effort. But the 2 losses at the beginning of the round, perhaps too difficult to recover from. Such an awkward position for all at the end there as well, but the timing of the smoke going made it even worse for the defending plays of Shinigami. Very different approach from Shinigami for this round, of course, with what they're carrying. Not sure how close Julie is to hear these sound cues.
Nora and Kaude past each other. Ramsden's going to get completely caught off guard.
Oh! nervous fire with the 5-7. Because, and I feel like when it, again, we kind of painted a picture of how urgent this situation is for both these teams with a 0-2 scoreline. And I feel like you see some of it there when it's such an important situation. 2-on-3 now for Shinigami. And they have a chance, a small chance and an urgent one. Again, they have to be prompt here. No kit for these players. And with the rifle being lost now, I think it's about exits for MB1. So Ramzin will show her the exits instead as Nemesis take the lead.
Let's go Rachel, 16-9. Is some great stuff from her. A 6-5, that was the force investments. They got to do it again. Again, it's even less pretty. 2 MP9s, 3 5-7s.
5-7 is the new MP9, if you ask me.
Well,
in many a situation, not all.
Worked out for them in round, was it 3 or 4? Rachel has nothing heard in mid, but there are a lot of players waiting. Maybe jump on any player that ventures too far out. Comes the pounce. The flash is perfect. Rachel in trouble. A lot of bodies and nades as well. The trap sprung, but at the same time, the strike comes through on B. An immediate response to get onto this bomb site. Ramzin misses the mark, and again, closing in, but she has the port. And Juliana is about the best player you'd want by your side. Between the two of them, they control the cave and then take some more. This is certainly going to be that 7th. Tori left alone, walking through a smoke, walking into Juliano, a 7-5 half for Team Nemesis on the T side.
Press play.
Snap your fingers, we'll go there.
they say fortune favors the brave. We saw a very aggressive TC side from Shinigami. Good for 5 of 12 rounds. They move to the T side with urgency now, being a map down already. They are on the catch-up in this game, in this series, and they need to strike now, sending it into the B bomb site. It'll be a fast rotation for Nemesis then. 3 players here already. Kaude and Ramzin on the way.
Rachel looking for the headshot, doesn't connect. They do have the kit and smoke as well. Julie can deploy that, and a very spread out T side. Ramsden's just strolled on down, but loses support. But swings back around. Can she find this second? They're shooting her from every angle, and she is feeling the pressure. But the smoke can go down. They can start to defuse, and you're just going to try and stick this. Giuliano providing the coverage. Matori, oh, she'll take her off it. Is that enough? Giuliano swings through. The kit needs to be picked up, and she's just got it. But does she have the defuse? No. Turbo Girl charges back up the ramp. And a huge round to take for Shinigami.
High octane action straight out of the gates. Very back and forth affair. I was watching that defuse ring go around real quick. Denied on multiple occasions. They did what they needed to. I think that will be a chance to exhale briefly for Shinigami. High urgency for all concerned. They'll be out with the Galils. We saw good util usage from Nemesis in many a round on the T side, be it pistols or rifles. There's a gang with a plan in Red Room. Ramzin staring at the walls, waiting for the signal. There goes the
Classic
flash.
one, isn't it? Oh, that was dodged perfectly. I don't even know how that didn't hit her. They still managed to get 2 kills. That's nice. And that's an AK if Ramsden's able to hold on to it. So sometimes, you know, you don't need the utility. You just need the bodies.
Throw people at the problem.
Do damage. Surprised she doesn't want to keep a hold on this. That might be the signal to leave and they to the face.
I think she's a bit shocked at how much damage that grenade did from so far away. Yeah, I don't think it hurts to see if the opponent will give you the round, if you will. Offer the 1v1, little pre-fire, no headshot, no harm done.
Oh. Okay. More damage. 3 kills and an AK. That is a brilliant eco round. All you invested was a flashbang. So you're very happy with that if you're Team Nemesis. Ramsden could even buy an AWP now because of that kill if she wanted to. She's contemplating it, keeping that 4-8-50.
She's gonna do
Discussions being had, and there it is. So, yeah, that last kill, that's what enabled that. If that hunt hadn't come through, she would not have an AWP. Because she doesn't have a lot of utils, she's just going to go post up on A main. Even into donut and support mid. It's going to be a bit of a fight there early. CTs get control. They've gotten control across the map. A smoke deep doors, a smoke into elbow, and the T's have to sit back and respect.
A 0-3-2 setup at this point for Nemesis. Nice to see the confidence to make plays like that. And again, we saw different looks from them on the CT side in the first map, but just measuring the depth and caliber of the team as an entire unit. It's good to see things like this early. Now we get to the mid to late round. Shinigami have held on to a lot of utility here. They'll be comfortable conceding this control early, although as they intend to start emerging, the early 5-on-4 gets even better for Nemesis, actually. So this will be somewhat of a non-starter. Most likely 40 seconds, 2 versus 5. Just looking to start their round, but Nemesis said no.
Smoke lands on ramp as well, just as they're starting to posture up that way. You got this double setup where Giuliano will just swing off the contact, and it's perfection. The 2 of them, they get a double apiece. No, it's just with a little aggressive posturing at ramp, and it's even on the fallback that Julie spots a player and then wins the fight. Keeps Giuliano active, who's now on her 20th kill. And Ramsden, who never reveals her op, just holds a line, and in these sort of slow rounds where Shinigami are just trying to take space, just walk straight into her crosshair. It's simple as you like. A really nice gun round to get Nemesis into the lead.
A well-oiled machine in that round, like a brand new car. Now, will we see a rotation from Giuliano? They've cleared ramp very, very quickly indeed. And Ramsden is suffering versus the flying players. The Tech 9 on this occasion will give some space towards A. Nice work from Akianara. And now with the positions they have, how much money do they want to throw at the problem here, Nemesis? AWP has been taken. Still having a look. Monkey creeping around these smokes, just looking for opportunity. Nemesis being invited close enough to lose everything, but will they? As these Ts are not showing just yet, but that clock is ticking. 2 of the 3 players with kits. Now 1 of the 2 as Giuliano falls. Monkey D. Julie looking for a heroic play. That is a quadrant of doom there. Fire coming from all directions. And it's just one of those awkward marginal scenarios where if you go for it, you're probably going to lose everything, but it's hard to call it off.
Yeah, an unfortunate one there. Team Nemesis, despite having won the round previously pretty convincingly, probably knowing they have a pretty solid advantage in the weaponry, they allow Shinigami a fair bit of early space. Ramsden just gets popped on by the flying Tech 9. It's a bit unfortunate for her. That just allows that scaling. Rachel, you had to ask the double there, and that was always going to be tricky against that one hero rifle. Big brawl at B. Ramsden has reinvested the orb that was dropped over to her from Giuliano. She's going to be in the right place as all of Shinigami do move towards this B-bomb site.
In the few rounds we've had on this half, it has been difficult for Shinigami to re-emerge, if you will. The Nemesis are very light on utility here. Very light indeed, and the numbers game is going to work very well for Shinigami. Just trade. It's all you need to do. Trade, force your way into the bomb site. 2 on 3. Kaude and Rachel will have a look. We've got some waiting to do, though, as we've got a fresh smoke on the bomb site. Distraction being run. Akinora takes the bait there, falls back 1 pixel too many. And now Rachel will be deleted by MB1. Once again, complete wipeout. These rounds are going quite well from that in that regard for Shinigami.
Yeah, they're being leaving Team Nemesis with very little. Means that they're gonna find themselves on double digits out of nowhere. It just feels like this has been Shinigami just slowly creeping forward and stepping ahead. It really didn't feel like they were in command of this game, but the second half has been a very different story. This round obviously helped a lot. That was the attempt from Giuliano to get some information. There is this armored 5.7 for Kaude, which could potentially be threatening, but not expecting them to be able to achieve too much. If Ramsden had had any other pistol, maybe she would have found that kill.
I wonder what Nemesis are. I think feel like parts of these rounds, maybe more when there's more USPs and less armor penetrating pistols like the 5.7. It's a good time to reflect on the rounds which have come and think about what they... I mean, I would say they've been starting their rounds well with their aggression towards B, getting the information and so on. I think to Shinigami's credit, for example, when they had the bodies over towards A and they found those entries quickly, both teams were doing the right things. Nemesis were posting up for the rotation. Ooh, Cowday's posting up for a multi-frag here. The trigger discipline is wonderful. Can she get the second? Absolutely, yes. And the rifle cover for the bomb still standing for the time being. Those nades will be painful. And now Averona suddenly is the only one standing. A little trigger discipline can go a long way. And Nemesis may go a long way in this round as a huge swing comes through from Rachel. Averona needs to isolate these fights. She's doing it really well. 6 bullets remaining now. Can she finish off the job? Trying to round the corner. Open the wrong door in that regard. And Cowday will steal the round for the squad. And you can see an exhale of relief for the Nemesis as this map was maybe starting to slip away from them.
Yeah, I mean, that round should just not have been there straight up, but they're 2-5-7 players delivering Cowday. That flank was ridiculously well timed. She gets a whole lot from it. Again, 2 massive impact rounds from her. See this one back, just the trigger discipline, and then so many backs turned. The fact that there's the AWPer there is just so convenient for her. This swing is hilarious. And you feel like Averona's maybe got a chance, but just runs out of bullets. So Cowday finds huge impact, 1v1 in the first half as well.
Also an interesting contrast versus over towards A, when we had that 5-7 situation and you kind of had the panic spam with the 5-7. But if you can just hold, then you can make a very rich scenario for yourself and your squad, as we saw right there. Because a similar thing could have happened. Obviously, there was already a one player undetected, but again, with some very quick decision making, maybe more could have been had in that scenario. So there was a nice contrast between those 2 rounds, but now can Nemesis right the ship? Again, they've had good starts to these rounds, but also Shinigami, I think they used the bodies well when they charged into that B bomb site. They're ready to find these entries with the AKs. Rachel's got a good lineup, even though she's blind. That will neuter the take of the mid position at least.
Going into Ramson's domain, she's worried about Donut. There was a concern that someone could have scaled in that timing, so she needs someone to clear that out for her because she needs to focus on A main. All 4 Ts start to move forward. Ramson playing a big box. She has no support at all, completely alone here. The first pick is free. Doesn't quite find the second, but back on the line, Flames at her feet, and she just burns out. The swing never comes. 2 sets of mollies to deal with her, but that does the trick. Spam damage from that range. Cowday, she'll go down, but this will bait Giuliano perfectly, and she does a lot of damage. It's still 2-on-1. Julie has a chance here. The drop down makes the noise, and Matori hits the headshot. Shinigami pull another round back out of nowhere. This is feeling like it's going to go their way. There might be some concern in the Nemesis camp. They can see how important these rounds are. You saw the body language from that pistol round win previously told the story. Nemesis know how important this is, and that's got to be a really frustrating scenario there. 2 red health players. Opportunity knocks. Even with the 2 in the donut position as well, with Giuliano in that elevated position, you can't get your strafing on, as is so important in CS2 these days. Just not working out. Someone needed to find 2 there, and now they'll be charging with the pistols, which may mean a fast eco round. 3 remain. And I don't see too much concern here for Shinigami, who feels like are more in the driving seat than Nemesis, who might be to some degree holding on here on Ancient at the moment. So explosive, aren't they, when they strike? Triple threat of Averona, Matori, and Akihanara at the moment. Just pure damage trying to be inflicted here. Some extra cash. Ramson has 5k in the back pocket, so yeah, she's got plenty for an AWP. Shinigami getting ever closer to taking Nemesis's map pick and forcing us to a 3rd.
I think in that scenario, at the end of that round, all they can do is try and get some people to die to the bomb. Didn't work out, though. Ramsin couldn't round the corner fast enough. But indeed, Nemesis will find themselves on the buy once again. They've clawed their way back with little. They've lost when they've had a lot. And they've lost 2 players in that mid position once again. So important for Shinigami on both sides of the map. That is a monstrous start at a crucial time for Shinigami, fighting for a third and deciding map of Nuke here. 5 on 3. Nemesis will be relying on individual performance if they are to have a chance in this round. I don't see 3 players surviving at the end of this round, regardless of if they go for a save or not. Again, that presence of mind from Giuliano, keeping Nemesis in the fight.
That's 2 kills gifted back in middle, just a bit of patience and waiting for the right moment to go searching. Also rotated this extra body to B. Giuliano disengaged through red room, makes her way over. Oh, Julie, I do not like this. Oh, I hope she does not stick around here. This is just unnecessary and just straight up silly. But at least Giuliano's there to try and bail them out, but I just...
That's a rough one.
I do not know the intent behind that, but it's left Ramsin in a very difficult position. Good molly and nade combo. Well, he doesn't quite spread enough. I think it might have gone a little deep. Otherwise, that could have been very deadly. But now Turbo Girl's on the line. Ramsin. She went out this engagement. Will Turbo Girl give her the peak? Will she just offer up her own life, looking for a shin? Neither of these Gamis giving it up. There's the kill coming through, but it's not Rap. It is Cave that Ramsin needs to worry about. But no information on the bomb. Waiting for the move, and now the walk out. Akionora makes her presence known, but the kill's not coming. No time. The kill comes in, but the 5-second moment has passed, and the defuse can't come through.
Oh dear. Going back to that moment on the ramp, I think the question for me is, if it goes right and no one's there, how much do you get versus the time left on the smoke? If it goes wrong, what is the cost of that? And it's probably losing the round. Very, very high risk there. And to some degree, it's a bait with Giuliano in the back, but they're against game point now. Perhaps a regrettable scenario.
Yeah, I mean, like, baiting the smoke, I can, like, understand that, but to just push it... it's just unnecessary in the 3v3, I feel. Rough one for Team Nemesis. MP9s. At least Giuliano's got the M4. Verona isn't shutting them down in mid, and now she wants to do it over on B, just bursting up. Giuliano flashed, and Verona back-to-back rounds with a double kill opener. And that might just be it. Turbo Girl removes Rachel. We are going to need a map 3, James. Nuke is on the horizon because Ancient is donezo. Ramsin is sitting in 3 different smokes. Can't even see a thing, but there are 5 bodies on the other side, and it's Averona that will close. 25 kills. She is hyped as Shinigami take Ancient.
Very nice work there from Shinigami. You can see that they're happy with that. I love the urgency we saw from them on the CT side in mid, and again, just trying to close down B as much as possible. Really big performance in the same week. But what is left? We're not done yet. We've got Nuke. That is here. That is now. We're back with the doors, Lucy. If you weren't tuned in yesterday, Lucy loves doors. Nuke has doors. So Lucy's very happy indeed. Let's see, though, who's going to be happy at the end of this series, because one of these teams is going to be 0-3 in a very competitive season of Impact. Will it be Nemesis? Will it be Shinigami? We'll soon find out. Nemesis will be on the CT side. We've seen some very explosive pistols from these squads so far. Giuliano starting well with the Julies, holding that choke point down. Some help from Julie as well. She's got players coming in from the back, and they'll need to continue finding frags because Giuliano's been dropped. My word, this is violent. Turbo Girl, the last one standing, last one to fall for the tease, and Rachel is going to let her know about that.
My word, this is violent, James Bardolph, when watching a game about shooting people. That was a hyper-aggressive pistol round. The action just didn't stop, did it? Averona gets 2 entries into the site, but there's all this chaos from the lobby push. Rachel fighting her own double in the back lines. Pure carnage, but it's Nemesis that come out on top. Ramsden even saving up for the AWP, knowing there won't be much investment here. There are 3 deagles. So be wary. And they will be. They're not really revealing too much.
Shadows. She saw multiple, and she claimed them all. Nice work with the French gun. Good team to be on to wield the FAMAS. No losses in that round, which is fantastic for a CT side. A promising start then. Ramsden on the big green gun immediately. Although an AWP is actually black, not green, but never mind. Big green gun it is. Oh, we spoke about emails yesterday. Okay, this is not the time. Remind me when there's a Nico round to tell you about the emails.
Hearing a lot about these emails. Real Hillary Clinton moment. Yeah. James. Fast from Matori outside. She's gone all the way over into secret, and she is not slowing down, but Kaude hears her coming and will just about deal with her. Lucky no one behind her. And that has heavily restricted the amount of space that Shinigami have.
Whole sense of security there. Lesson learned, perhaps. I do like the update to the incendiaries because you get an oral idea of where that molly came from, which can be used for a little bait and switch. Giuliano now delivering on the ramp. There'll be some friendly fire. That does not help Shinigami achieve their goals in this round. Not sure if Julie saw the barrel of a gun there. Some jiggle from Averona. 40 seconds remain. Been a nothing round for Shinigami. Some damage at least would be really good. And there's the bait and switch setup. Ramsden delivering rifle support if required as well. She need not peek too much. Giuliano will finish off the job. Another roaring start for Giuliano. 6 for 1 with 3 rounds.
She's been lights out, averaging 1.44 rating across these 2 maps. Was the shining star on Ancient in terms of the frags. Yeah, she's been brilliant. Maybe some of the pressure of calling off her shoulders, just allowing her to frag out. Attempt to fast play into A, MP9 in a good position, but losing some support. Averona and Akinora answering with the Tech 9s, but then Ramsden from the heavens chimes in. Turbo Girl not allowed to get that bomb down. No way, no how. Spam and then a nade. It's been picked up, and yeah, no chance to get it done either. Kaude ready for that potential push, so a nice 4-0 start, dealing with the pistols trying to burst A.
Ramsden 4 for 0. Enjoying the battle sniper scenarios in some of these rounds. AK's out once again for Shinigami. See if they can find more mileage in these rounds to come. More bomb plants, more post-plant situations. And somewhat difficult. Matori, MB1, and Akinora, between them, have got 1 frag. I could have picked Turbo X Girl as well with just the one. So very dry thus far. And that is, oh, that's a very meaty grenade indeed.
Now, not only does that do a ton of damage, but now you've got to be very careful on your approach because you know there's a player down secret. Smokes will fade and Juliana gets caught off. That's a nice opener to find. Howdy has no block utility either. So she's in a position where she can't really stop them crossing here. Just start to move. A little scared. She hits hard and fast on 2. Will get traded, but jobs are good in.
Off to the races then. 3 on 3. There's still a minute on the clock here. The bomb has been spotted. But there is some urgency. Great timing from Rachel, though, catching Turbo, throwing the nade. But there's still something to be done. Still 45 seconds for an Akianora who is carrying the bomb. She just needs to open the right door. We can see Julie rotating as the CTs know what's possible as well. 35 seconds on the clock. An opportunity then, potentially for a 1v1 as Julie shows some presence by Squeaky. But surely she'll have to be careful and wait for Ramzin to make her way. Akianora knows she's got a window to find a 1v1 if she can. As we see airstrikes on the bomb site. They don't know she's not there just yet, although they'll soon find out. Indeed, they will. Now Ramzin can post up. She'll touch the bomb, go back and finish off Akianora and keep the clean sheet both for herself and her squad. 6 for 0 in frags, 5 for 0 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, high impact round for Ramzin just because she not only gets that kill there, which is really nice, but she's the one that deals with the lurk. There was a player that pushed through, I think it was MB1, who pushed through hell while Kade's getting all these kills. And you can see, yeah, that's exactly that kill. Ramzin, her awareness of that possibility was huge because they were losing the B bomb site, but there's still a presence of mind that there could be this lurk that wraps all the way through hell. She gets caught off there. It's a very different round. She's still going to get aggro again. Scoped up. She's been heard. Most definitely. It's now a bit of a standoff. Who's going to get this kill? She extend into the line and, well, she will. But Ramzin strikes first. The better weapon for the job.
Uh-oh. We had a contrast in AWPing styles yesterday in our European match, and this is like maximum sniper. This is what you need your CT sniper to be doing. Aggression, presence, taking liberties, disrespecting the opposing team. 3 remain for Shinigami, who've had a diabolical start to this game. Nothing doing whatsoever. How likely is a bomb plant in a 3 versus 5? Making their way over towards B. Rachel won't get anything done on this occasion, so perhaps opportunity knocks for Shinigami.
Verona clean with it. This looks too easy for her. Giuliano can't deny this bomb, but can threaten it. Nade's going to be pretty decent in the doorway. The chip damage, but still the player advantage. Made one more, a double up in towards the door. Ramzin gets the first, might even get the second. Oh yeah, she does. 9-0, she is unstoppable. Her and Giuliano continuing their fine form across maps.
Wonderful stuff. Maximum Ramzin on the server. And Shinigami can't find a way in, not to a round. We're seeing the odd bomb plant now, but they're taking heavy losses, I would say, early. Like a 3-on-5 in that scenario, even the bomb plant, I think, is an achievement, but it won't be enough. They don't want to run out of steam on Nuke. They work so hard to get here. And it can be a struggle on the T side. But they've got to find some rounds quickly because they'll soon be running out of rounds to lose on this first half. If they go into the second empty-handed, that will be quite demoralizing.
Verona's found Giuliano on that break, and now Julie's feeling the pressure. She's seeing one go past her, and wow, she sees quite a few more on that swing. Shinigami, certainly this will be their first success across the board. 3 individual duels, all won out. Not a lot for Ramzin and Rachel to say. They have a lot of money though, so I think for them, if they can some damage potentially on exiting players, that'll at least keep Shinigami honest.
I think I would be holding on to these weapons from the CT side. There's a lot of rounds to play in this half. And that money can quickly disappear, especially with the AWP in hand. No wrong decision, though.
Terrorists win.
Exit stage left and right. And finally, Shinigami find some success. First round secured. Now they need to build, and urgently. There's much work to be done for this squad to have a fighting chance, to break that economy by every metric, essentially. Somewhat depressing game thus far for MB1, for Motori, for Akinara as well. I mean, pretty much for the whole squad. But maybe that will continue to change now as Ramson gets even more aggressive. Absolutely bananas. It was crazy, and there might be more she needs to do now as Julia's dropped in the hut. Giuliano is here as well. We've got utility coming into this bomb site, which will compromise where she can stand, and she will still deliver Giuliano. Now Ramson will hope they line up for her once more. They're trying to bait the shots, but Motori does it in the worst way. Almost with one more Ramson. And now it's down to Rachel. KOD dropped. Rachel emerging from the depths like the final boss. And where is Turbo? 1v1, much work done. Shinigami really can't be losing this round here. Rachel trying to force the issue with the util. 64 HP for Turbo. Trying to show this little elbow. There's the wide pick. That was such an important jewel for the squad. Shinigami survived. They hang on for a second round.
Yeah, and that's with such a flashy opener for Ramson. Her first death comes in that round. She has to drop through the flames on top hut, which gets smoked, does a little hop over towards Vent, and then hits the quick scope onto Averona. Gets a second on a hut player, but unfortunately, just her and Giuliano offering up the initial resistance. This one's going to be fast. Act 10 trying to charge out. Giuliano just tapping away with the flames, gets that one done for free.
I love it. Both teams looking for jewels with the HEs in the smoke. 4-on-4 then. This is a much better scenario for Shinigami, although there is a forward position, as we can see, for Nemesis, which will give them some info, at least. Just a little. Nothing crazy. But perhaps there's opportunity with that position later on. Not sure if they've identified where Ramson is just yet, though. And in scenarios like this, where things slow down, a CT sniper posted up somewhere can be the difference between winning or losing the round. That's a huge peak from Rachel. We said that position might have a part to play in this. That is very compromising now. Molly's on secret. There's only so many places Shinigami can be.
Well, Giuliano's going to find out quickly, but takes one for her troubles. This has to be on the play into A. The Rogal trying to take that space. Julie's hearing all this, and the support's in lobby, so they're going to be fast on the flank. Good Molly. That'll allow this bomb to go down if they want it. The spam actually almost removes Turbo Girl, and then Ramson just walks around the corner. Easy as you like. Picks them apart one by one. Big kill from the Giuliano on towards main to get that information. And Rachel's clearing lobby as well, as you mentioned. That just kind of forced the hand of Shinigami. They had no option after this. Quick to the head. The individual frags that set Team Nemesis up for success.
Great positions in that 4 versus 4. Again, that forward position on ramp. They used it well. They used it wisely. Great timing, seizing lobby. In control once again. In the driving seat. Shinigami, a passenger in many a round in this game of Nuke. Fighting to take the wheel once again. Motori's found 2 on the A bomb site. There's more to discover though. Ramsden rattles off another shot. Now she needs more. A swing and a hit. 15 for 1. She is terrifying at present. Verona's gone as well, leaving Akianara versus Rachel, both on the A-bomb site. Akianara with the bomb, an important headshot as Shinigami find a third. Really urgent rounds for this T side. They are fighting tooth and nail to get anything from this half.
I really felt like Ramsden was going to do enough there. She was a bit overextended onto that second hut moment, but then Rachel comes through, but I think the timing on it was just a little off. Nice attempt in the 1v1, but Akianara, some really nice shots. Tricky position for her to be in, to pick that one up. Shinigami, that lifeline. See the outside smokes land. Looking across in, Ramsden, that one. Oh, there's a big gap in the smoke. But she's happy to exploit that. That one's free as you like.
She is roasting Shinigami like they're rotisserie chickens at the moment. 17 for 2. That scope covers all the areas. Oh, she's so far away. Won't be too concerning, but it did enough. And she'll be dealt with on this occasion. But 3 remain once more for Shinigami. They have some position. They've got fraggers as well. And time to turn this back in their favor.
Cowday's in a good spot, but support is pretty far away for her. He plays top site. Third in what's lobby. So Cowday is going to calm this over. The rotations will start to come. She can find one. That'll feel like enough. And yeah, still gives that advantage to her team. Bomb to go down. Player comes at single. And they're actually all going to group up towards the same position. Okay, Rachel starts to move towards double instead. Julie's already out on site. EWP in control, misses the chance, and the defuse is just coming through. Verona tries to blow the door. This is a full 10-second stick, and Turbo Girl can't do anything to stop it. Picking up an AK, but the defuse just comes through. A full stick on the 10-second. Sure, the kills come, but not the round.
Unfortunate timing there. Double doors. Shinigami losing the grip on that post-plant situation. But they've got a chance for one more. AWP rescued at the end of that round for Shinigami. And those frags at the end had a little impact into what Nemesis bring into this final round. We'll see Giuliano, who's been very important as per, with the MP9. Whether that limits what she can do or not, we shall find out. Cowday has found some interesting movement outside. Good for 1. She's got some info. Able to laugh about it. Ramsden on the M4 as well. 4 on 3.5 as MB1's taken some damage. She'll need a close quarters engagement with that MAC-10. Just chilling in lobby for now, as much utility is deployed.
Nemesis is playing a little in the dark at the moment, so there's a big concern for them about outside. That's going to force maybe some movement around. 3 players on A at this point feels very uncomfortable. Oh, that timing is terrible. MB1 was holding that for so long, and Giuliano peeks just as she looks away. At least there is that trade from Verona, and here's that space that was available. Julie is watching towards heaven. This is going to be a wrap on the A bomb site. They're going to be ready. What's this timing going to look like? If Akianora plays first and goes down, that takes the bite out of this round, because now it's just this single assault through main. Giuliano should be able to spot this. And the utility will give it away in a second. Nice nade, dribbled over the top to get the kill. But now, back's turn, Giuliano can't find the kill. Verona is keeping this on lock, and despite not having the positional advantage, they've managed to put this into a very winnable position. Rachel in a 1v2 has a kit, A slight element of surprise. Matori will be her first target. Low HP, that's the easy fight. It's planted open for Averona. Finding her is going to be hard, tucked in towards main. A full stick on the defuse. Averona surely going to swing this. The jiggle, but the defuse, and they just stare each other down. It's a 9-3 half for Team Nemesis.
Once we start, you know we're never gonna stop. We own it, we're winning every time. We own it, pushing every day and night. We own it, we don't do compromise. Yeah, yeah, we touch down every time. Every time.
Shinigami clawed their way back on Ancient. Can they do the same on Nuke? A 6-round deficit as they move into the CT side. Nemesis with a solid performance. Incredible from Ramzin. Styling from start to finish, but that's just the first half. Now we're at the business end of the shotgun, and the CTs are off to a good start. Averona dropping with the Julies, as is Matori. A quiet game for many a Shinigami player in that first half. MB1 still with just a 1 frag. But perhaps it can all be different now. First, they need to deal with the remainder of this team. Giuliano dropping MB1. Doesn't get better for her. But now Kelde and Ramzin are all that remain. Ramzin popping with the P250. This is still awkward for these CTs. And now Ramzin's in the clutch. 5 bullets in the magazine. 1 versus 3. Dancing round the door. Oh my word. Averona, what are you up to? Gotta wonder where Matori is! Oh no! Ramzin! 20 frags! Maturi has to wonder. There's no sound cues. The bomb is right between them. And Ramsey's got the right side there. She spots the leg. She's getting tagged. It won't be a miracle, but that is a crazy run. She has started as she means to proceed. Wild plays from Ramsin.
Holy one tap. That's why you give her the Fiji 50. Those shots were nasty. Goodness. Well, that's enough. I think those kills alone, even though there's not a bomb plant, that's enough to incentivize this investment. She wants an AWP as well. She's the one that doesn't buy. Okay, it's a late purchase. They're going to try and vent dive. Is that the play here? They've got 2 players down. Bomb's not with them. So I'm not really sure where it goes from here. Maybe they can just fight their way out. Akianora missing an opportunity, and now the bomb has managed to get down. And Kaude gets up close, looking to strike Akianora. And here's the sound cue, falls back. Julie's playing as well in towards the vent, and they're styling on them, dancing on them. Tech 9s, catching everyone off guard, flying around corners. Maybe there's still a chance to recover this low HP. Double smoke goes forward just to make this as chaotic as possible. Julie with the MP9 run down by Averona, who picks up the pieces of that round. 4 kills in it.
Huge props for dealing with that. There was a lot of action to deal with. Isolating the fights of the smokes and just doing what needed to be done with that FAMAS. Great work from Averona. Felt like it was slipping away from Shinigami, but they are not going down without a fight. That much is for sure. Really nice work there. That was very important situation. No nerves whatsoever, just clinical. Dealt with the threats as they needed to be dealt with. 4 rounds behind now, but the money's in a weird spot for Team Nemesis, which perhaps offers an opportunity for Shinigami to close that gap quickly. What do you do, Ramsin? 4,900. What a menace these Tech 9s are. I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's a useful crutch for me. Very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Bomb Plant has actually given them a really nice buy because Ramsin kept extra money anyway, as you mentioned. So she's got that AK full util. Everyone else is doing decent. There's not going to be any easy rounds here for Shinigami. That one kept them honest as well. 2 players living. Double up at Ramp. Ramsin wants to go this way. It's going to be a tricky fight. Leona's already been the victim of some spam. And Kaude's lurking outside around all these smokes. It's with a Mac 10. I said she's been given a lot of space.
There's that one molly for the squad. Maybe inviting panic towards A. There's still a lot of time here. Been waiting at that util. There is a setup on the ramp, which will be duly dealt with very quickly indeed by Nemesis, but not without some losses as they rotate down the ramp. Ramsin and Monkey D. Julie gone, making it a 3-on-3. Juliana covering the ramp. Bomb being planted round the back as Kaude has secured the rear. 3-on-3 retake for Shinigami. They have kits, they have util, and they've got the big guns also.
As Kaude hasn't thrown this smoke out to try and block off one of these avenues, because now it's just easy enough for the CTs to start to flood forward. Such low HP as well, and so many players. Okay, Kaude will strike. Rachel's been spotted, easily dealt with. The Mac 10, not the weapon for the job. Definitely, I feel like there could have been ways to play that post-plant more effectively. They didn't have the information where the CTs were coming from. Would have been nice to maybe swap one of the rifles to Kaude so she had the better weapon with all the HP. And potentially get that smoke down just to give some space. They definitely had a few moments in the post plant to set up. Low HP, it was always going to be very tricky.
I feel like the worst has got to be over for Shinigami. Rams in with the luxury of the CT angles. They've secured some important rounds, some difficult rounds so far on the CT side. Pistols again for Nemesis. Lining up for Turbo. She'll have info at the very least. Difficult scenario for her. Julie still lurking in the heart. That's an unfortunate angle for the CTs where that molly went. Very unfortunate indeed, and it will cost MB1. It just went in that door a little further. Julie would have been compromised. There would have been sound cues. She is entertaining upstairs. Meanwhile, Giuliano's down. Maybe looking to rotate towards A, though, with this bomb. That might not work out for them. They're going to go for it, though. Calde deleted by Averona, which puts Giuliano in a very difficult spot. 4 HP, 1v3. At best, she gets a bomb plant, but she wants to win the round. May make the most sense to go for a kill first. Oh, that's great timing for Matori. Unfortunately for her, Giuliano was quicker. Turned at the right time. 27 seconds. Giuliano in the clutch now, making the big plays. Averona will put her out of her misery. They continue to march Shinigami. The gap is suddenly only 2 rounds.
Averona's positioning is just so good, isn't it? Like, just in all of those scenarios, she gets dinked before she kills 3 players. So she's already on basically no HP at door. Wins the fight into the Tech 9 player. This is this duel here. So for 17 HP, she gets that kill. And then she is just tucked in here, waiting to see if a player gets aggressive, punishes that as well. And then again, just a tight corner where players are just going to walk straight into her, setting herself up for success despite the limited HP. What was a 9-3 half, potentially going to become within a single round, as this round has not even started for the T's. They have been demolished outside. There are bodies littering the silo, littering the floor. Soon to litter trophy.
Shinigami saying they can put up the big rounds on the CT side as well. Nemesis has turned to feel the oppression for surviving at the end of the round. Really important for financial infrastructure, if you will, for Shinigami. No bomb plant as well is also good. Puts the money in an awkward spot. They could buy up with the rifles, Nemesis, short on grenades, which would be to Shinigami's advantage. So let's see what they choose to do. Get the abacus out, figure out how many buy rounds do we have, and do we buy now or the next round to make it all make sense. So much success in that first half, in such style as well, but now it's the hard graft on the T side.
But a real hard graph. Few rounds that have come very close, but frustratingly close. Essentially how it feels. They're out fragging Shinigami by fair magnitude, but they're just not finding the rounds in the second half. Every single one. Down to the wire, so many bomb plants. That last round, not the best. The Regal's in a good position to deal with ramp aggression as well. Giuliano with the bomb. Does she really want to lead on this? Gonna burst here. Yorp has some support below Akianora, but missed shots gives an opportunity here. Akianora only gets the one. Great nade on the fall back from Turbo. At least does damage. They lose some control, but I think they're fairly happy with the outcome.
Oh, to see the bomb as well. Talk about good timing. Well, there's a minute on the clock. They can go A, they can go ramp. Outside might be a stretch. CT's playing together as best they can. Shoulder to shoulder, go the T's. Oh, very quick, but still Rachel will be caught. Not quick enough, it seems.
That smokes on the bomb.
Distraction tactics.
Yeah, it does the trick. Maybe you won't think the bomb's planted there. The girl might even get caught off by these players close. She's going to hear them. They're just running at her. Great position to take. Bomb is actually planted relatively open as well. Orb in the hands of Julie. Misses her chance. Wouldn't mind Cowday to be wielding that one. Toss back to the MAC-10. Preferring the SMG. The bomb just so exposed. Cowday keeps teasing this peak. And she'll eventually be given one. Matori just cannot defuse this bomb. Every time she taps it, a player peeks her. Cowday with 3. And finally, Team Nemesis break through.
What an awkward scenario for everybody. Awkward for Nemesis, falling back in lobby, having the bomb carrier caught and dropped. Racing towards B, losing a player in the process. Trying to fight, swing and a miss with the AWP. MAC-10 at range. Shinigami trying to defuse the bomb, can't quite get the frags in time. Just very, very difficult round. But again, it's one of those rounds Shinigami will feel like that they shouldn't be losing. Not the first in this series. And that will be very costly, literally. Buying within an inch of their economy now. A round which they cannot afford to lose. MB1's got an auto shotty. Not too unusual on a game of Nuke. Did see one yesterday on Ancient as well. Have a look at that. A silent push of lobby and they see nothing. What do they do with this information? There's often someone in that kind of anti-eco position, if you will. It'll be Julie on this occasion. Not sure what happened there. But the result of it was a 4-on-4. 55 seconds, turbo dropped, and this is looking difficult for Shinigami now.
Great for Team Nemesis. They're down on B though, which is exactly where the CTs have rotated, so they've made the correct call. Maybe it won't matter as Rachel catches one and Cowday, she feels locked in. She's definitely seen something, but Averona will exploit that focus. But now you know where both these players are. You just head up. You just go up. It's so easy. It's so free. Juliana was already in heaven. She was there the whole time. And I don't know if you're going to be ready for her in this position. Verona is definitely considering the possibility of her thorough player clearing everything. Bailing her out. The bullets don't penetrate. Giuliano is buying a lot of time. Let's get a little scary now. That kill comes through though. Verona, sure, low HP. Giuliano runs out. Oh my goodness. Over the top. Averona can clutch this up, but maybe the flames will just end it. And they will. Straight onto the mark. Averona can't defuse despite the kit. Such little HP. Ramson comes through clutch once again.
That leaves Shinigami in a very difficult position. Very difficult indeed. A round they could not lose. The worst has happened. Has wreaked havoc with their economy now. And it will have to be done the hard way. 5-7s are out. An important round win. Ramson with the right tools for the job. Big opportunity for Nemesis. A strong test from Shinigami, but they have to seize this opportunity. Shinigami being very proactive as they need to be. They've got to find something in this round, but they've lost a lot of position. Julie might have the right tool to remove some players from this round.
How many can she get? There's 1. And 2. USP doesn't get the job done. I have a chance for some more as well. The exact player you want to be finding the frags here in this round. It's an AK that TurboGod can maybe scoop up. Little present for Averona into the next round. She can hold on to it. Though with their Astralis plant position, she might not be able to. And also with Julie continuing to hunt, won't be able to. Free upgrade for Julie. Or not. Nothing is ever free. Especially kills on the Ramsin. They're never free.
Oh, I'm loving this performance from Ramsin. Just, again, that's just like the best style you could ask for from a sniper. And every frag seems to be in that fashion at the moment. Match point then for Nemesis. More than 1. Shinigami will have the M4s for the most part. There'll be a FAMAS in tow as well. They've had some good rounds on this CT side. They could still survive this.
Yeah, going to be a long haul though. 4 in a row required. There's that AK gifted to Averona. Definitely the player you want wielding it. Oh, Motori getting aggressive. Off the back of that flashbang, Ramsin fighting for her life out here. But yeah, she'll be undone by Motori playing back through that smoke. So an aggro play outside is net success. Rachel looks to try and find something back. She's seen this player at ramp, but the timing is unfortunate for her. Similar in that door, a break on the smoke. Reveals Julie. So Giuliano looking to try and find something, but the MP9 too much to handle. So only 1 casualty. Definitely not done yet.
Taking the fight to Nemesis, taking the game away outside. Not shy to take the risk. It's important. You have to be willing to win when the chips are down. First test survived by Shinigami. 3 more. Just for overtime. Just for a time extension, if you will. A lot of presence outside for Nemesis. Julie will be lurking in lobby once again. Oh, great timing on that flash.
God doesn't see much. Ramsin is going to be looking for her. The smoke's going to fade and... Oh, is she really going to peek that? No. That would have been a bit brazen. Managed to get down successfully. Tori is already down here. There's other players not far off. They're going to just rotate 2 down, so not going to fight actively for control. They're just going to sit back and hope that these defensive lines can hold against 4 Ts coming their way.
Numbers game will be really important for Nemesis. Looking to surge onto this bomb site. Oh, instant trade from the CTs. Losing numbers though as they lose position. No answer to that frag from Giuliano, and that leaves 3. Great timing on the flash. Julie coming in from the back, and that could be the checkmate here for Shinigami. Averona and MB1 remain 2 versus 4 to try and stay alive here. So many T's waiting at the bottom of these stairs, and that will be enough. They've done it. Nemesis in a difficult series. Take it with Nuke. Great performance from Ramsin. Spectacular, in fact, but a team effort ultimately to take themselves over the line.
Yeah, first win of the series for Team Nemesis. It was a tough one.